In a world where digital money and credit cards dominate our wallets, the clinking of coins often feels like a distant echo. But each coin has a story, a window into a country's history, culture, and economic life. One such piece of numismatic beauty is the 1992 French 5 franc coin. Once a part of everyday life in France, today it stands as a relic of a bygone era, carrying the weight of symbolism, design excellence, and historical value. This is the story of the 5 franc coin that proudly bore the motto Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, and walked its final years before being withdrawn with the dawn of the euro. Portrait of Liberty. The face of the 1992 French 5 franc coin displays a striking image. A female figure striding forward, flowing robes billowing behind her, hand outstretched toward the horizon. This is La Semeuse, or the sower, a powerful personification of France and its values. Designed by Oscar Rotti, this artistic portrayal first appeared on French coinage in the late 19th century and quickly became a national icon. The sower is more than a figure. She is a representation of the Republic itself, sowing seeds of liberty and hope, mirroring the national motto, Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité. Freedom, equality, brotherhood. Around her is inscribed the phrase, République Française, confirming its identity as official French tender. Rotti's vision was so impactful that it endured through different regimes and monetary policies, adapting to the needs of the state while maintaining its elegance. The reverse side, denomination and national motto. Turn the coin over, and you'll see the numerical 5 francs prominently placed, surrounded by elements of French flora, olive branches, oak leaves, and acorns. These symbolize peace and strength, core elements of the French identity. Below the denomination, the national motto, Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, is clearly written, reinforcing the ideological foundation of the Republic. The year of minting, 1992, sits at the bottom, marking this coin's place near the end of the franc's long reign. The edge of the coin is milled, and it's made of cupronickel, a durable and corrosion-resistant alloy. With a diameter of 29 mil and a weight of approximately 10 grams, the coin had a solid, comfortable feel, intended for daily transactions. A brief history of the French franc. To understand the value and importance of the 5 franc coin, one must look at the history of the franc itself. The French franc had been in use in various forms since the 14th century. However, the modern version of the franc was introduced after the French Revolution, becoming the official currency of France in 1795. Over the centuries, it evolved, adapting to inflation, political shifts, and technological developments in minting. The 5 franc coin has always held a significant role in the currency system. It was never the smallest nor the largest, but it was often the most symbolic. From silver to nickel, from the monarchy to the republic, this denomination witnessed revolutions, wars, and reconstructions. The 1992 coin, a final salute before the euro. By 1992, the 5 franc coin was in its last decade of existence. Just 7 years later, the euro would be introduced as an accounting currency in 1999 and then physically in circulation by 2002, rendering the franc obsolete. The 1992 issue, therefore, stands at a historical crossroads, a final salute to the traditional French monetary system. This period in France, and indeed across Europe, was marked by economic integration and the push for a unified currency. France, being one of the founding members of the European Union, took a leading role in shaping the Eurozone. The 5 franc coin from 1992 is emblematic of the old world making way for a new financial order. Suspension and withdrawal from circulation. In 2002, the euro officially became the currency of France. All franc coins, including the 5 franc piece, were demonetized and ceased to be legal tender. For the 5 franc coin, that meant the end of a journey that had lasted centuries. The Banque de France allowed citizens to exchange old franc coins for euros until February 17, 2005, after which they were no longer redeemable. The decision to replace the franc was not taken lightly. There was nostalgia, resistance, and even mourning among certain groups who saw the euro as the loss of a unique national identity. The 5 franc coin, especially the one bearing La Sameuse, became a collector's item and a symbol of sovereignty in the eyes of many, numismatic value and collector's interest. So, what is a 1992 5 franc coin worth today? From a monetary standpoint, the coin's face value is null. It's no longer in legal circulation, but its collector value depends on a few factors: condition, rarity, mint mark, and historical interest. Since the 1992 coin was one of the last of its kind, it is not considered extremely rare, but it holds value for collectors due to its symbolism and the quality of the artwork. In circulated condition, the 1992 5 franc coin typically sells for $1.00 to $3.00 USD. In uncirculated or proof condition, it can fetch $5.00 to $10.00 USD or more, especially if it's part of a complete set. For many collectors, though, its value isn't just financial, it's emotional and historical, a piece of France's soul frozen in metal. Cultural significance beyond currency. Coins are more than tools for commerce. They are cultural artifacts. The 5 franc coin represents the ideals of the French Republic in tangible form. Liberté, égalité, fraternité is not just etched into the metal. It's etched into the collective consciousness of a people who fought for their freedom, rebuilt after wars, and stood as a beacon of democratic values. The sour La Sameuse became so beloved that she was featured not just on coins, but on postage stamps and official seals. In a way, the 1992 5 franc coin was not just an object of transaction, it was a silent ambassador of French pride. A coin's legacy. Though it has vanished from pocket change, the 1992 French 5 franc coin remains immortal in numismatic circles and among history enthusiasts. It reminds us of a time when France stood on the edge of transformation, looking forward to a European future while carrying the weight of its proud past. Today, this coin speaks silently from display cases, drawers, and collector albums across the world. Its design is a testament to beauty and utility, and its historical context makes it a fascinating study in economic transition and cultural identity. Conclusion: more than just metal. As we move further into a cashless society, it's easy to forget the poetry once struck into coins, but the 1992 5 franc coin resists that forgetfulness. It compels us to remember the hands that held it, the values it stood for, and the country that minted it. Whether you're a collector, a historian, or someone who stumbled upon one in an old drawer, know this: you're holding a piece of French history. So next time you look at a coin, especially one like the 1992 French 5 franc, look closer. Because sometimes the smallest things carry the greatest legacies.